Hello friends, welcome to Tech Study Cell. Here you can see I have lot of indoor plants. So if I go for long vacation, I prefer to turn off complete power supply Wi-Fi. So during that time, it's very difficult to water my indoor plants. So in this video, I have made this very power efficient smart plant monitoring circuit which can run for months from this 12 volt lithium battery, and to water this plant I have used a 12 volt DC pump. Now here most of the time ESP32 will be in deep sleep mode. To set the user parameter, I just have to press and hold the boot button for 3 seconds to wake up ESP32 from deep sleep, and this blue LED indicates now ESP32 is in setup mode. So now I can connect my smartphone with the ESP32 access point, and with this fixed IP I can access the HTML page. Now here you can monitor the live moisture reading. First let me enter the moisture threshold 30%, then pump runtime 50 seconds, after that sleep time 12 hours. So with this setup, if the moisture is below 30%, the pump will run for 50 seconds, then ESP32 will go to deep sleep for 12 hours. Now let me save it, and as the moisture level below 30%, pump automatically started. Now it will run for another 50 seconds to water all these plants. After that it will go to deep sleep for 12 hours, then again it will wake up, check the moisture level and accordingly run the pump. So this cycle will repeat. So this is a very practical plant watering system for vacation you can make for your home. I have not used any third-party IoT application. You just have to upload the Arduino sketch and your project will be ready. So without any further delay, let's get started. This video is sponsored by Altium, a world-class PCB design software trusted by many of the biggest electronic companies. The user interface is so simple, you can easily design any complex PCB in Altium. It brings together PCB design, MCAD, data management and teamwork. It also provides centralized cloud storage, automatic backup and many more powerful features. And if you are a student, you can also enroll Altium Student Lab for free to get access Altium software and online PCB design courses. After completing the course, you will also receive a certificate of completion from Altium. There are many other key benefits, so I highly recommend checking out the Altium Student Lab. You will find a link in the description. Just enroll using your university email ID. It's a great opportunity for students and a great initiative from Altium to help you grow your skill in electronics design. In the circuit, here you can see I have used 12 volt DC pump to water the plant, and to supply the pump I have used 12 volt DC battery, and here I have used DC to DC buck converter to give 5 volt supply to ESP32 and relay module. Now to reduce the constant losses, I will recommend you to use MP1584 buck module, but you can also use any other DC to DC buck converter to supply 5 volt to ESP32 and relay. Now if you want to use single phase AC pump to water your outdoor plants, then you can refer to this circuit. This is the supply for the pump, and you have to select the relay according to the pump rating. And for the ESP32 and relay, you have to give separate 5 volt DC supply. So you can make the circuit according to your requirement. These are the source code for this project. Now you can download all the codes from our website iotcircuithub.com. Just visit the article. You can find a link in the description. Then you can download all the codes from these buttons. Now before moving to the main sketch, first we have to upload this code get moisture sensor value to ESP32 to get the sensor reading for dry and wet soil. So just upload this code to ESP32, connect the capacitive moisture sensor with GPIO 34. Now open the serial monitor with correct baud rate. First we are getting the value if the sensor is dry. Now dip the sensor inside water, and now we are getting the reading if the soil is wet. Now save these two value in notepad. We need these two value in our main sketch. Now let me open the main sketch using Arduino IDE. For this project you just have to download the ESP32 board. So go to board manager, search for ESP32, and here I have installed this version 2.0.5. Then here you can see these are the GPIO pins I have used for this project, and I have used active high relay module, so I have made it false. If you want to use active low relay module, then make this variable true. Then these are some user setting. I will not do changes from here as I can do that from the HTML page. Now this is the most important part. Here you have to change the reading for the sensor. So let me go to the notepad, and here this is the reading for the dry soil. Let me copy it, then I will paste it here. Now let me copy the reading for the wet soil, then here I will paste it. So you have to update these two value according to your sensor. So you just have to select the relay module type, active low or active high, and update the reading for dry and wet soil according to sensor. Then if you are referring the same circuit, you can directly upload the code to ESP32. Then here I have selected the 3-second time. So if you press the boot button more than 3 seconds, only then the ESP32 will go to setup mode, and if the ESP32 remain in setup mode more than 5 minutes, it will automatically exit. Now let me select the ESP32 dev module board and proper COM port, then hit the upload button. The code is very simple. Still, if you have any query, I will explain the complete code line by line in the same article you can find in the description. After uploading the code, let me open the serial monitor with correct baud rate, and here you can see I have connected the relay module with the ESP32. Now to go to setup mode, I have to press the boot button for 3 seconds, and here you can see blue LED is on. So currently ESP32 is in setup mode, so I can connect with the access point created by the ESP32. So let me turn on the Wi-Fi, then I will connect with the plant setup. Now I will open the Chrome. You can open any other browser. Then I have to enter the IP 192.168.4.1. Let me go to this IP to open the HTML page. So from this page I can change the all user setting, and I can also monitor the live moisture reading. So let me dip the sensor inside water, and here you can see we can monitor the live moisture reading. Let me remove it from the water. Again we can monitor the reading. Now here I will select the moisture threshold 30%. So below 30% the pump will start. Then I will select the pump runtime 10 seconds. I am selecting this setting just to test the circuit. Then I will select the sleep time 1 minute, and from here I can select the sleep time in minutes or hour. So currently I am selecting minute, and here I have selected 1. So ESP32 will go to deep sleep for 1 minute, and if the sensor is dry, then it will run the pump for 10 seconds. Then again it will go to deep sleep for 1 minute. After selecting all this setting, I can tap on the save and restart, and after I save it, the pump will start as the sensor is dry. We can monitor all the updated reading on the serial monitor. Here you can see all the setting is here. So our circuit is working fine. Now I will connect all other components and give the complete supply from 12-volt battery. This is our complete circuit. Current is flowing from this positive 12-volt terminal to the DC to DC buck converter to supply 5-volt to ESP32 and relay module, and another red wire is going to the common terminal of the relay. Then from the NO terminal it is going to the DC motor. Then this black one is the negative wire, and it is going back to the negative terminal of the battery. So the circuit is very simple. Now I will place the complete circuit inside this plastic box. Here you can see this is the circuit. I have placed it inside the box, and this is the sensor. Currently the soils are dry, and this is the 12-volt battery, and this is the pump. So if I give the power supply, the pump will automatically start for 10 seconds. Now let me turn on the supply, and here you can see it already start watering. And after 10 seconds the pump automatically turn off, and ESP32 now is going to deep sleep. Now for practical use, let me increase the sleep time to 12 hours. So this is a very useful project, and with this 12-volt battery I can run this system for months. So if you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.